Check, check, check. What's happening, guys? How we doing today? Happy Monday, everyone. Woo, man, some spicy stories today. Hot damn. Listen. Before reset tomorrow, we have got to focus up. I need to form essentially 2 more sets of prophecy armor. I want you guys to remind me as soon as you come into the stream tomorrow morning. We have got to grind for prophecy armor, considering that it will most likely not be a feature or dungeon next week. And so I just want to have it. Speaking of which, like, what do we rate the prophecy armor? Where's Loco's Loco, where's your thing at? Where's your armor sheet? Coachella with the 31 months. Thank you so much. Doe Stroy. Thank you for the 2 months. Berserker with the 10 months. Lord Glyph with the 16. Daedric with the sub. The War Player. Hollowed Rogue. Soul Stalker with the sub. Zero Mercy with the 7 months. Andler with the sub. Thank you, guys. Too kind, fellas. Too kind. I hope you all had a wonderful Sunday. Prophecy armor is considered S tier. Yeah, I figured we need to probably get a set. You know, the thing is like, what should be the primary stat distribution we should go for? Will we start off with doom and gloom today? Well, depends on where you are in the markets. Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron sued over alleged DRAM price fixing amid record memory costs. Lawsuit claims coordinated HBM shift was covered to curtail DDR3 and DDR4 production. Oof. I mean, you're telling me RAM going up 600% wasn't organic? I would like to highlight these guys have been convicted of price fixing before. Yeah, I think I saw where this is not the first time, but let's read this article by Luke James here. A California class action accuses the 3 memory makers of choking DDR3 and DDR4 supply. Hold on, let me back up real quick. Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron were sued on June the 25th in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California, where 17 plaintiffs accuse the 3 memory makers of illegally coordinating to restrict DRAM supply and inflate prices that the complaint says have risen roughly, not 600%, 700%. 700% over 4 years. The class action filed as, what is it? Gorsaguar versus Samsung Electronics and assigned to Judge Noel Wise. Invokes Section 1 of the Sherman Act and targets companies that together hold around 90%. 90? Of the global DRAM markets. weren't we supposed to avoid monopolies? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Now, Samsung and SK Hynix have pleaded guilty to criminal DRAM pricing fixing once before. With the latter paying a $185 million fine in April 2005. Well, fool me once. You know what I mean? So roughly 20 years ago. Let's just say 20 years ago. They probably thought that was enough time, huh? They probably forgot about us, right? Only $185 million? Yeah, a little slap on the hand. That was 2005 money, though. Still a slap on the hand, man. That's like $1.7 billion now. Do you guys really need to really go look at inflation? Okay, the people that are saying the reason why our prices are going higher is because of inflation, there is a real figure there. But the number they're giving you, that's not the inflation number. There is a number there that does include inflation. But then there's the other number, right? It's the number over that number. And that's just the number that they hope you just keep taking in the ass. You see what I'm saying? And there's a variety, there's tons of narratives surrounding why prices have gone up. Inflation numbers given by the Fed is hilariously low. Oh, you think it's low now, my man? Have you seen the new Fed chair? They can't get inflation to 2%. So what are they doing? Well, we're going to recalculate the way we calculate inflation. Yes. Can't quite get there? Don't worry. There's a mathematical way we can possibly get there. Yeah, we'll talk about that in just a second. The complaint argues that the three companies use a coordinated shift toward a high bandwidth memory, HBM, the stacked DRAM that feeds AI accelerators, as a cover to curtail production of older DDR3 and DDR4 modules. That contraction in commodity DRAM, the plaintiff argues, pushed prices to record highs, while no rival could step in. Building a new DRAM fab costs tens of billions and takes years, leaving the incumbents free to cut output without fear of being undercut. The named plaintiff includes 14 individuals and 3 small PC businesses, among them Troy's Computers and Florida Repair Outfits, My Florida PC. And they cite Apple's recent iPad and Mac price increases as evidence of the squeeze. They're seeking class status, an injunction, and treble damages as a result. However, this case revisits a precedent that was already established in the same courthouse. A 2018 class action brought by law firm Hagens Berman made similar claims about parallel production cuts, and the district court dismissed it in 2020. The Ninth Circuit upheld that dismissal in 2022, ruling the trio's conduct was more likely explained by lawful, unchoreographed free market behavior than by an illegal agreement. If you're listening to this right now and you're thinking, Cross, this just sounds so boring. I don't care. You know, if some people were colluding together and driving up the price of their of their hardware, and this has an effect on everything you touch. Everything you touch today, unless you're Amish. The Amish are doing pretty good. I got to give it to them. I think they figured it out a long time ago. And but unless you're Amish, you in some way are getting fucked by all of this. The Amish still care. I don't think they care. I don't think an Amish is going to pull up next to you. in their buggy and be like, them damn RAM prices. Hate what they did. Actually, here in Sarasota, where I live, it's not the Amish. What are they called? They're not called Amish. They're not full Amish, but they're almost there. They're pretty much Amish. Mennonites. Am I saying that right? Mennonites. Let me just tell you something. The Mennonites got it going on. They're pretty much just like Amish, except they can have electric scooters. And I got to tell you something. They can move now. You hear me? I see them in town all the time, and they get it. Yep, they can have electric scooters. They got the little basket on it, and man, they cooking. That's insane, living the good life. And that's the only difference. There's definitely more differences there. I wish I could just like join an Amish community for a couple days just to see what's up. You know what I mean? Just to see what's up. Because look, people on the outside, we be making these assumptions, but man, they could be great. And let me just say, they make some great furniture. No bullshit here, guys. You go at any point in your life, you're like, honey, we need to get a new couch. Go hit up the Amish. Get you a table. That shit would last 1,000 years. Turning butter and shit. We need to chill. It was held at the time that the plaintiff's 8+ factors didn't clear Section 1's threshold, which demands evidence of an actual agreement rather than the conscious parallelism common in a 3-supplier market. The new complaint leans on the pivot to HBM as the additional evidence that this earlier lawsuit lacked. Oh. Demands evidence. So unless these companies stand up and they go, yeah, we did it. We're doing this. We're driving the price up. We're fucking you. Unless they do that, they must be innocent. This is just the market pushing this up. That's right. The 3 memory makers have publicly stated they're operating independently while redirecting capacity to HBM, and senior executives have warned the shortage could run for years. Investment bank Jefferies expected DRAM prices to rise another 40 to 50% in the third quarter and a further 30 to 40% in the fourth, with no meaningful relief before 2028. The allegation remains unproven, and defendants have not yet responded in court. So look, I mean, look, you've got these 3 companies essentially here that control, what did it say? 90% of the global DRAM market. I hate to say, boys, we're kind of fucked. You know what I mean? I think stuff like this is still good, and hopefully this could do something. But until we get something to just bring that number down. Yeah, and this is what's so crazy to me. It's been like this now for decades. Why haven't we jumped on this? Like, of all the things that gets invested into here in the US, why haven't? And I know it's a big upfront cost. I get it. It's expensive. But of all the things that get subsidized, you know what I mean? Especially now, more than anything. I think it's happening now. But this should have been done so long ago. Making memory is extremely complicated, time-consuming, and expensive. You know what else is expensive, Reven? Companies increasing prices on you by 700%. That's also extremely expensive. Look, all I'm saying is this problem that we see today, it won't go away. Yeah? If anything, it's going to get worse. And at some point, you know, someone's got to step into the market here. Fuck 700%. Government RAM's going to be DDR2. I think they're actually building. Let me see. Let me type this in. Yeah, Micron Technology is actively building and expanding DRAM semiconductor fabrication plants in the United States. All right. So, but it's still Micron, you know. Yeah, it's mainly all being driven by Micron here. I mean, look, at least what I'm seeing right here, what I just looked up. All the major DRAM fabs that are being built out in the US are all Micron. Micron's name is on all of this. And get this, these expansions that Micron is doing is being subsidized by the CHIPS Act. Or at least a portion of it. Well, we'll see. We'll see, guys. You know. Yeah. The thing is, guys, I don't see prices dropping anytime soon because these data centers are just getting built left and right. You know, all my contractors, I mean, you see they're being put up all over the place, and they're going to be building these data centers for a while. Coop with the sub. Thank you so much. Jax with the sub. Because most of these data centers already take, they'll take anywhere from 3 to 4 years to complete, especially once you include site work and stuff. So There's just a lot being committed to it, man. Do I think it's going to go higher? I don't know, guys. I think you know, let me see. Let me look up the story. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find the story right now. Yeah, I would. It may go up. I don't know. I don't know. It depends on. It actually, really, a lot of it depends on this lawsuit, how much pressure that puts on it. If they do, in fact, find that these companies are essentially price fixing together, you know, from with the 29 months. I think the most concerning thing that I have been told here recently, I was talking to Legendary Drops, and we were just chatting about, you know, essentially just the price of hardware. And his theory is that he thinks that the prices are going to continuously just keep going and going and going until no one owns anything, until no one owns any hardware. And with all the data centers being built, the goal will be you and I, when we go to play video games, it will be streamed to our monitor. Kind of like Stadia back in the day. But we're getting priced out of it, right? Rather than it being actually like a potentially better alternative to gaming, you're getting price out of the market. And so the only way you can play video games and enjoy your hobby is to what? To subscribe. Get another subscription. This would be a cloud hardware subscription. And you see this actually getting pushed. Find me the tweet here recently. There's a tweet. You have some folks that are already really trying to push this. And so it sounds plausible, guys. It sounds like that is, in fact, what the long-term strategy is to push us to this point. Yeah, find me the tweet. There was a tweet this past weekend that went out. I forgot to save it, but it broke down the price of owning hardware versus essentially renting, like renting cloud computing. And the problem the problem I have with all of this is that no serious gamer wants to stream their game because of input lag. That input lag is awful. That's why we couldn't do Stadia. I enjoyed Stadia because if you wanted to say check Deserve in his inventory and you're out of town, Stadia was nice for that. But the input lag just wasn't good. It doesn't feel good to play. You know what I mean? Even if it's not a competitive game you're playing, no one likes, you could just tell, no one likes that 0.2, even 0.1 second input lag delay there. Google tried and failed. Well, buddy, this is how this could be their strategy, which is they're not going to fail because they're going to continue marking everything up. Prices are going to continue to climb until all you can do is cloud game. I hate to say it, but NVIDIA with GeForce Now does actually a good job. So walk me through GeForce Now, guys, because I've heard people talk about GeForce. I have not used it. I thought GeForce still runs off of your local hardware, but streams it within proximity of that. Is GeForce, when I'm talking about cloud gaming, I'm talking about no hardware exists. No, it runs off of a data center. You can cloud stream your entire Steam library. Oh my God, is it actually good? Like, is it actually? It's the bomb? Oh, Jesus Christ. But GeForce Now made a change so that they limit you to 100 hours of gameplay. And after that, you have to pay to rent more hours. What? Let me look up. What's the GeForce? Mod, send me a link for what GeForce costs. All right, well, tell me something. How does GeForce Now work during storms? That might be a stupid question. Maybe it has no issues whatsoever. But is there ever like, is there any type? It does fine. There's no. I mean, the wind blows where I'm at. My internet goes out. So, as you would expect. Just depends on your internet. It's just all internet based. Cloud gaming is a trap. They're going to squeeze you later. It's just so dystopian to me. You know, just I like owning my hardware. I don't know. I mean, look, I look upon this PC here, and to me, it's a device that I'm going to use and play many games on. Eventually, I will retire it. My son can have it. The price of mowing the yard forever. And that's a beautiful experience. Now, would we just add another layer of subscriptions here? And then at what point does it stop? At what point when you go to get your subscription of cloud gaming, do you get like options? It's like, are you looking to be super competitive? Well, then we have this package. Get top performance with premium membership. Ready for our next level of gaming? Our premium membership delivers high resolutions, faster frame rates, longer gaming sessions, and access to even larger game libraries with install to play. And I put this in dollars. Oh. Here we go. Hold on. I got this. Boom. So, you have your basic rig, access to 2,000 games, 1 hour gaming sessions, 1080p resolution, up to 60 frames? Yeah. No, I don't know about that. Okay, hold on. Performance. Oh, shit. $65 a month. But hold on, it goes to $99.99 after your first billing cycle. Well, that's quite the price hike there, NVIDIA. Access to 4,500 games. Oh, but you get 6-hour gaming sessions. Oh my God. 1440p resolution, 60 FPS. But wait, there's more. Are you an ultimate gamer? Now, you will have 8-hour gaming sessions. 5K resolution. The fuck is that? Who the hell's playing at 5K here? Anyone in this stream right now playing at 5K? Up to 360 FPS. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. And then first priority access to queue. Oh my God. No wait. Typically you wait less than a minute here. And then for the free one, there you go. More than 2-minute wait. Yeah, that's the 12-month price. This goes up to $200 per month. Guys, I think this is the game plan. The game plan is to drive prices up like crazy. Essentially push the consumer out of the market to then offer them an alternative. This is their version of an alternative. And with all the data centers being built, you yourself are subsidizing, whether you know it or not. It leads to this. It leads to this. I know it's per year, guys. I know. You don't pay this and then just have it. By the way, that's so expensive, dude. It's way cheaper to just get a fucking PC at that point. Am I reading this wrong? Is this $65 for 12 months? Is this $129 for 12 months? Oh, we're fucked. We're so fucked. The only thing that I was like, it's still a little too high. It's still way too high for this to be mass adopted. No, we're fucked. Look, guys, you won't own hardware. I really believe it's going to hit that point. You won't own hardware. You will stream everything. Now, the thing that I don't like is this. 8-hour gaming sessions. Why? Why limit us? What about if I want to be a degenerate and just play for 40 hours straight? You know what I mean? You have to reboot. Oh, that's it? You could just reboot the game? I hate to say it, fellas. This is kind of a good deal. I fucking hate to say it. This just completely kills. This is kind of a good deal, boys. I'm sorry. It's kind of a good deal. It may actually be kind of good, dude. I don't fall for it. I'm just saying, dude. I don't like it either. I like owning my own shit. But it's kind of a good deal. It's kind of a good deal. All you have to do is just reboot. If it really is 360 FPS. Yeah, what's the latency like? Dude, somebody here talk to me about this. We'll have to try this out. What is the latency really like? It's noticeable. Then if it's noticeable, ain't no way this is ever gonna. At least for me, it won't. It won't, dude. Like maybe if you're playing like, you know, I don't know, Civ 6 or something like that. Like if you're trying to play like, you know, something that's maybe some Power World or something like Minecraft, you know, but I hate latency. Nothing makes me angrier than whenever I move my cursor, my mouse, my damn reticle, and even the smallest delay fucking sends me over the edge. There is no set limit to how many times a member may start a new session in a day. All right, so you get 8-hour gaming sessions, but you can restart. All right. Look, man, I don't like this price even still, even with the, I thought it was per month, but even still, I don't like this price because it's still $200 on, you know. But let me ask you something. If they brought the latency down to where it feels like if you were actually gaming on a piece of hardware right next to your machine. If they brought that latency down, hold on, hear me out, and this price was cut in half. Say it's $65 a year. No. The price isn't the issue. It's the concept in general. Yeah. The other side of things is we use computers not just for gaming. I mean, people are using it for, you know, work and everything else. And there is a sense of privacy, but with it being all streamed, if you were to stream everything was streamed, everything was to the cloud, that completely eliminates that. You don't have to pay enough for games, much less pay more to stream games. Right, but let's be real, guys. At the rate that hardware prices are going up, even like a mid-tier PC right now is almost a couple grand. See what I'm saying? So I hear you. I know what you're saying. I completely agree. I also want to own my own hardware. I've always wanted to own my own hardware. And I don't like cloud gaming. I'm also just mainly comparing this to when we played Stadia because the latency was noticeable. But with hardware prices continuing to get pushed up, these deals are going to sound more and more appealing to people. Let's pray the AI bubble bursts soon. I don't know, man. I don't know. I used to think that maybe if like Claude was like, I'm going to kill you, motherfucker. Like if an AI came out and was like, I'm going to kill you, bitch. That would do something. That would make everybody go, whoa, holy shit. Everybody calm down. We need to stop doing this. But I'm going to be honest. If Claude did that or any AI did that, who knows, man? It probably, market might even go up over that news. You know where I'm coming from? You imagine the news story breaking on that? AI has threatened humanity. It's conscious. Look at there, guys. Progress. Who owns Aztecross? Well, there's a lot of companies that have stakes in AI. So what do you want me to say to that? You know. What do you mean, you know? The show with the tier 3. Thank you so much. All right, so hold on. Read the fine print, Cross. Special offer pricing is only valid for the first 12 months of billing, with each month billed at 35% of the regular price, off the regular price. Payments during the promotional period must be made in full each month and are non-refundable. GeForce Now monthly membership plan benefits are valid for 12 months from date of purchase. Following the promotional period, special offer subscriptions will automatically renew at the current non-promotional subscription price unless canceled in the NVIDIA account portal. Special offer price is only valid for new members, free members, 1-month performance, and ultimate members who are upgrading to an annual performance or ultimate membership, and 12-month performance members who are upgrading to annual ultimate memberships. Members on this promotional offer are not eligible to upgrade to a different GeForce Now membership tier or any other promotional offer until the 12-month promotional period is complete. Offer valid through July 8th, 2026, or while supplies last. Offer terms are subject to change. Across the top line, read the notes. You must already own or purchase titles to play them on GeForce Now. Your performance is dependent on device type, settings, network quality, and more. Yeah, guys, I figure buying the games was still going to be required. Did y'all think that you wouldn't have to buy games anymore? So what's the point? The point is when a PC, this is by the way, I'm gonna really inflate this because I don't think it's ever gonna get this high, but who knows? The point is this: you wake up tomorrow and a laptop, a basic motherfucking laptop, is 10 grand. There's your alternative right here. How though? Hey man, I've been asking that question now for the past 2 years. You know what I mean? I've been asking how to a lot of things. Like, like for instance, how does RAM just happen to go up 700%? At what point do we go, Jesus Christ, this is getting insane? My phone's about to die. Hold on. You about to head out, bud? Okay, I'm coming. I'll be out there in a second. Y'all give me just a second, chat. I got a shit. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry. But if you knew what I ate yesterday, you would understand. I ate, man, I don't know what happened, but Rika just decided to make a feast yesterday. The amount of cornbread I ate yesterday. Holy shit. And that's exactly what I just took. Oh, holy shit right there. Oh, man. Everything you could ever want. A full barbecue buffet. With cornbread to top it off. And then at the end of all of it, homemade peach cobbler. With homemade ice cream, fellas. It don't get much better than this shit. I'm telling you. It don't get much better. There is one. So here's the thing. Rika cooks, but she really, really cooks when her family is coming over. Now, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of in-laws coming over. But there is an advantage. Because the food is good. I got to say, man, the food is good. No, I got tea right here. I've had tea in here. I don't have any food right now. Where's my plate? Sweet tea. Didn't have sweet tea. Should have had it. Didn't have it. I fucked up. I was supposed to make tea. I didn't have it ready. I didn't have it ready yesterday. I had to drink water like animals. All right. A 2-sentence insider report on why Destiny 2 died. It's from Paul Tassi. Article was posted actually today, Monday. We're about to hit July, and Destiny 2 fans are still mourning the death of the game, which frankly will probably go on for years with the IP now in perpetual limbo. Players have cycled through the stages of grief about 5 times now. Paul, I don't appreciate this. Maybe we have. Maybe we have. But to be called out so blatantly right here. What if you don't actually make it through the full set of stages? Like I don't think I've ever approached acceptance. So is that really a cycling through the stages of grief, or am I just like, we're just restarting, right? We're not actually cycling. And it's still going, but one refrain is, how could this have happened? How could a series this big and beloved be killed off like this? It's a complicated question until it isn't. There are cases you can make about why Sony shouldn't have done this, or Marathon's role, or this and that. And while those are worth discussing, the end result is relatively simple. It's not Sony's revenge against Bungie. It's not the game's quality tanking. It's able to be summed up in 2 sentences from one of my sources, one with knowledge of the situation who spoke on the condition of anonymity, the simple, still maddening explanation. Because of the enormous scale of content that had to be produced nonstop, lest fans revolt against its scarcity, Destiny was only very rarely profitable during its entire lifespan. When Destiny was profitable, those extra funds were often immediately misused by leadership at the time, funneled into way too many simultaneously incubation projects or ideas, like spending tens of millions on a new, unneeded 208,000 square foot headquarters, which they obviously don't need anymore. Sorry if that came off kind of harsh. I just mean that it's a very large building, you know. Well, yeah. I mean, look. Everybody was spending money around Bungie like it was the fucking roaring 20s, man. You know, there's always around the corner. You've got humble pie waiting for you, and you got to be ready. But everybody was spending like Destiny was just going to keep pumping dollars forever and ever. Zelda, if you don't refrain from these comments, I will remove you from this stream. I'm not talking about remove you as a mod. I'm talking remove you from the stream. You must remain unbiased here, or in the least, very much aligned with my own opinions if you were to be a mod here. That's pretty much the long and short of it. Few games, if any, produced the amount of content as frequently as Destiny did over the years, particularly Destiny 2 once it got fully into the non-stop seasonal expansion model. When the game tried to drastically reduce content cut costs, as we just saw with Year of Prophecy, fans bolted. Understandably. There is past reporting that expansions like Lightfall and the Final Shade missed sales expectations, sometimes by significant amounts, but those expectations were set in the first place because of the enormous cost of those projects. Of course, that may have been unrealistic, as saying the Final Shape needed to do 50% higher than the record numbers it did put up was never going to happen. This is my opinion. This is just my opinion. I believe the expectations, because we didn't hear about these expectations being set until what? Post-acquisition. I believe these expectations were so astronomical, so damn high, because it justified the narrative. The narrative being getting rid of people. I'm just being real with you guys. Just getting rid of people. Not just getting rid of people, but actually cutting out people who had long tenure, who had been there for many, many years, who obviously would have had big payouts and stock vestments, right? Most notably people like Michael Salvatore and others, but you know, this started in 2023. So I guess the way to look at it is internal goals may have been set, and it was like, all right, they are astronomical goals. If we hit it, great. But if we don't, leadership now has their narrative to, or what they believe their narrative, their reasoning for why they should do these sweeping cuts through the company. Wally, you guys really are. You said Sony didn't have control until here recently. Sony paid $3.6 billion. Do you think they paid that money and the acquisition gone through in 2022 for them to just not have any control over the asset they just purchased? What do you think that money was for? Y'all act like this is some, you know, there was some elaborate long game plan from Sony from the inside to take Bungie and take control. Dude, they already purchased Bungie. What are you talking about? Sure, they gave them more independence by allowing them to operate under Pete. But Sony has always had the end of the day has always has the last say. And it's been that way since 2022. Sony thought they were making a power move, but in reality, Pete hustled the crap out of them. Yeah, Pete really did. I ain't gonna lie about that. This also encompasses the bad leadership portion of all of this, something fans usually or often explicitly blame for the current situation. In a sense, that's true, as rather than continually being reinvested in Destiny, the profits were used for bizarre projects like sprawling HQ in the COVID era, or herded into too many other incubation projects that spread everything thin, and almost everything was canceled or never greenlit in the first place. Yes, a lot of that went to Marathon, as it was the only game to make it to release, but it was a broader issue with the studio's focus. Too many cooks, too many pots, and Destiny often suffered from its wins immediately being gobbled up and regurgitated elsewhere. It's a classic story of mismanagement, man. Bungie saw Activision. They wanted to be Activision, guys. They wanted to be this multi-IP studio. And let me just say this. I actually think things might have been okay if Bungie was like, all right, our entire focus is just going to be on Destiny and one other incubation project. Just one. But there were so many more, dude. There were so many just random incubation projects. Some that didn't last more than a year, but it's still a fucking year. A year of development time, or pre-development time, you know. And those are people you could have had working on your actual game. I think if Bungie would have focused on 2 games, they would have been all right. From the very from the very beginning. Now, this leads to the Destiny 3 of it all. It does seem wrong to completely abandon an enormous IP like this, in a way we've almost never seen with a series this long running. But AAA game costs have now ballooned so high in recent years, and Destiny was already so pricey. Sony just doesn't want to gamble. It still wants to invest in the live space, the cheaper live space, though of course you could still lose hundreds of millions doing that too. As we've seen, a new Destiny game would sell, if nothing else. It's upsetting but not conspiratorial. High cost, poor decision, and it's unclear if it's either of those is going to change on Sony or Bungie's side going forward. So, let me pull this up. So this is the guy that came out. Again, he's the French journalist that came out and said that, talking with the PlayStation side, so the Sony side. He was the one that originally said that there were going to be 50% layoffs. Okay. And then went on to say that, you know, essentially there was speculation of like, you know, Sony was taking out their frustrations and anger on Bungie due to their failed live service expansions. Anyways, There it is. Here's the comment. Some have told me that there's a kind of desire for revenge as Sony's leadership reportedly blames Bungie for a number of issues with their games as a service strategy. But this guy was the guy that called the 50% layoffs. I'm curious to know more about this or what the strategy of that is, if there even is one. And, you know, he commented after the layoffs went live last week, I wish I had been wrong. So we'll see. I mean, I completely understand the logic here from Paul. And Paul's talking to people on the Bungie side, and I completely get it. And yes, one thing something that was very humbling for me is, you know, when I went to, this was post Final Shape. So we went to Bungie post Final Shape, and here we are. We're in a room. We're talking to Bungie, and just seeing firsthand the headwind that Bungie had against them at that time, because that team that was leading things at that point, many of them were from the Final Shape. Many of them were from the Final Shape team. I know Joe Blackburn had departed. But what you recognize is just how daunting of a task they actually had. Here they are. They're going to have to somehow pivot the series or the Destiny IP into some new saga that would interest people coming off the Light and Darkness saga. And that alone is so difficult. That's why Allison is there, right? She's the one that's in charge of the narrative and essentially pitching that pivot, right? That next setup. And by the way, not every expansion from Destiny is supposed to be just this like Final Shape level conclusion. I wish it could be. It's just not how storytelling works, right? There's a process of setting the pieces, setting up all the characters, setting up the next main antagonist, right? And what I recognize, though, and others probably recognize too, is just like, man, I did not envy Bungie at that time, because it was going to be such a difficult task to revitalize the player base again, pull people in for another saga without it being a Destiny 3. See, that right there, man, that's what's so difficult. The 3 represents the future. It represents the new. And you were able to move in that direction. But they were essentially given the reins to do it all while still under Destiny 2. Cross, do you think if Marathon was a BR rather than an extraction, would it have done better? I don't know. I don't know about BR versus extraction. Let me just say, like, I love the article that we read this past weekend. And it talked about Jason Jones playing Quake for the first time. And then he left, and his statement was essentially, we don't copy others. And I think that's so powerful. And I think Marathon needed it needed to be its own thing. Whatever that thing was, it needed to be its own thing. I was doing a day one Desert Perpetual. My old raid members didn't even know there was a new DLC or even a new raid. A huge majority of not majorly online people didn't even know that Destiny was continuing. Yeah. I mean, look, because after we went from the seasonal model to episodes, and it just kind of, most people just concluded that was it, and it was just going to be spin-off Kind of like spin off, wrap up old story threads, things like that. I'd argue it is its own thing. Do you believe Marathon as it is right now? Okay. Do you think Marathon is a truly standout? That's not me talking shit. I'm asking you genuinely. Is it a truly standout game amongst all the other extraction shooters? Visually, yes. Gameplay, no. Can I also just say this? I agree with Les on this one. I think Marathon, what it is now, would have actually hit in 2024. Like, no lie. Think about where we were in 2024. I think if it had launched right after Final Shape, you're coming off the high of Destiny Final Shape. Everybody's feeling pretty hyped about Bungie. Marathon dropped. You know, the extraction space still had some of its big players, of course, but it wasn't overly crowded. And you also didn't have, you know, games like Arc Raiders out in the mix, you know. They just missed it, man. They missed that window. And I actually think extractions, I think players in general are actually fatigued when it comes to extraction games. Like, really, really, guys. Like, even the numbers for Arc Raiders have dipped dramatically. I think the gameplay loop of extractions, unless you're like hardcore Tarkov people, players are just becoming fatigued with it. It's the loop. People are getting bored. It's also because Ark has a big cheater issue right now. Doesn't. No one likes losing all of their shit. Look, man. I don't think anyone has built a better forever game than RuneScape. And they built it with longevity in mind. Now, in scope, it's a huge game. It is a huge game, and it takes forever. But I only bring this up because it's like, if you want to look at a good business model, and look, Jagex didn't do everything right. Trust me, they fucked up bad. But if you want to, like, you know, want to see how to come back from a fuck up, I don't think there's any better company to look at outside of maybe No Man's Sky. You know, but RuneScape, the fuck ups that it was able to come back from, and it clawed its way back to the essentially the number one, number two MMORPG. Like, you got to give them credit, guys. Final Fantasy 14 is another good example. Yes, when they did A Realm Reborn, that is true. Cyberpunk as well. Yes, Cyberpunk as well. You know, it's almost like those games kind of all have something. All those studios kind of have something in common, which is, you know, you got these devs, they're in a room, and they pretty much just go, look, we're going to make this fucking work. Even if it fucking kills the studio, we're going to make this shit work. And there's something to be said about that mentality. When you go, we're going to make this shit work, even if it kills us. Brother, good shit. I'm telling you, good shit comes from it. It's like a level of hard-headedness. It's like this unwillingness to yield. The thing about Destiny is I just don't know. I don't know if if Bungie has that spirit, and even if they did have that spirit anymore, if they're even allowed to act on that spirit, because they're now owned completely by Sony. Whatever Sony wants is what they have to do. And the other thing is, that is such a great point. The first step is to recognize you fucked up. My issue with the statement from Bungie last week is that I still don't feel like at the top, Bungie themselves are taking ownership on this. That's just my opinion here, guys. It seemed like the blame was being placed at Destiny 2. You know, it seemed like they were separating themselves from the blame and removing the accountability out of it. Well, no. I mean, when we say at this point, when we go the top of Bungie, leadership, what we're really saying is Sony at this point. I guarantee you this statement right here this is a Sony statement, guys. This is a Sony statement in tandem with Herman's statement. You see where I'm coming from? And even the new studio head of Bungie now, I'm curious to see what he does, but his background is marketing, licensing, which means that I'm sure we're going to see some Destiny spinoffs, but they may not be even Destiny. They may not even be Bungie made. It may just be like, like I said, more maybe Destiny mobile games in other markets. And think also what his background is too. He worked at Guerrilla Games with Herman Hulse. And so you see that relationship coming to fruition here. I believe that the new studio head is going to be in every way an extension of Herman. It's going to operate exactly down to how Herman wants it to operate. Would a Destiny ARPG be viable? I'm not saying it wouldn't be viable, but understand what you guys are saying. You're saying, can Destiny jump on another trend? When at one time, everything Bungie made was setting the trends. Do you understand where I'm coming from? That's so like, if Bungie goes, it's too reactive. Bungie goes, oh, well, Path of Exile is doing pretty good. Let's make that. Tarkov is doing good. Let's make that. And then when you're chasing those trends, you're always going to be behind. You're just always going to be behind. Also, I understand completely what I'm saying is much easier said than done. You know what I mean? Nothing like me sitting here and being like, create your own trends. Be original. You know where I'm coming from? But dude, I will say when it comes to creativity and entertainment, look, there's some examples out there. Look no further than Megabonk, dude. We talk about Megabonk. That is, that's a game made by one dude. Just taking a swing, sold millions of copies. And, that's just, you could say, well, wait, maybe it's like Risk of Rain or whatever. What's that other game? But, I think people just appreciate people being bold in their deliveries, right? Mega Chameleon. I haven't played Mega Chameleon yet. Yeah, I would say, and I'm going to give you one more example about the whole chasing trends. In 2009, 2010, JX brought in some people outside. And they started talking, these individuals started talking to them about how RuneScape should become a modern MMORPG. That was the big thing, right? And suddenly, JX was like, hey, listen, we're going to have this update coming called Evolution of Combat. Sounds good, right? Evolution of Combat? What is that? That sounds hot. And they were like, it's going to feel like a modern MMORPG. And we were like, oh my God, oh, I don't even know. What is this modern thing you speak of? That sounds kind of cool. And then we played it. Actually, we got to play it before it even came out. The whole community got to play it. And then you got to vote if you liked it. And everybody was like, nah, man, this sucks. It's like, yeah, you've got actions. You've got all these different skills. I see where you're coming from. It is, in fact, more modern. But it eroded what made RuneScape. It killed the combat triangle. It killed the simplicity. Although the simplicity had so much depth in its own simplicity. On the surface, this modern version of combat looked and appeared like it had more depth, but it didn't. I remember when they actually did the polls for this. Everybody was voting they didn't like Evolution of Combat, but somehow, conveniently, the polls show that people did, in fact, like it. We always wonder to this day what the fuck that was about. Regardless, Evolution of Combat went through, and it completely fucked the game up. And everyone left in droves, and RuneScape essentially died. And they had to launch old school RuneScape, essentially giving us back the version of RuneScape we all fell in love with. What I'm really trying to say here, guys, is that there's always someone on the outside that will come in and be like, we need to modernize things. We need to chase this trend. I'm an analyst in this department. This is the direction we need to go. And at least from what I've seen, it really blows up in people's faces. It's like my grandma telling me the same stories because of her dementia. Dude, fuck you guys. Let me tell you something. If you get past the whole RuneScape shit, I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of wisdom in this. And if you played RuneScape, you get it. I'm telling you, RuneScape players, RuneScape prepared me for this. In terms of like coming, like actually getting, not that I'm necessarily past Destiny dying, but RuneScape prepared me for this. You understand? All right, I need two people. We're farming prophecy. I need armor. Actually, hold on. I think it's on my warlock. Wait, actual gaming? No way. Oh, is it my hunter? Okay. I hope this. I'm going to try to get a set of this armor on all classes. Look, for prophecy armor, chat, talk to me here. What's the stat distribution we should look for? Leadership should get the hell out of the way and let the devs scope monument and try and prove that leadership should just stay quiet. Look, man, I will say this. I won't deny the fact that Destiny probably is incredibly expensive to make and that the budget continued to balloon over and over. And, you know, and that Bungie spends way too much. I also believe that Marathon didn't help things. Okay. You know, like I love Paul. I love Paul here. But at least we can say this. At one time, Destiny was in fact profitable. Marathon definitely ain't profitable. Okay. Has never been profitable, and I don't think it ever will be. I wonder when what period Destiny was profitable. I mean, guys, look, here's the thing. The comments about Destiny was never profitable. If you go right now and you type in how much has Destiny made, the Destiny franchise generated over its lifetime. All right. If you remember, Destiny 1 launched, the first game was a massive financial hit right out the gate. Okay, so it did 325 million in sales in its first 5 days, surpassed 500 million within a month. It was mentioned alongside Hearthstone as the next billion-dollar franchise after hitting 1.25 billion. Estimates indicate that the Destiny franchise has generated roughly 3 to 4 billion in lifetime revenue since 2014. I don't know. I don't know when the, you know, at what point did that money start to taper off? But that's still a lot of fucking money. And the question is, if you go never profitable, what the fuck were somebody was fucking with the books? That's a lot of classic cars. Is Texas speech off? Oh, Indian. We raised the cost because Burning Vikings kept coming in and dropping shit. All right. I need 2 people to join. We're farming today, fellas. We're farming. Oh. My fire team is open. I feel like the game was mostly profitable for most of its lifespan. So I think Destiny was very profitable up until probably Lightfall. And the reason why is because the studio expanded to 1,600 people. And they have multiple incubation projects that had a huge build out with the studio. They were spending unnecessarily. They gambled. That's at the end of the day. That's what Bungie did. Pete gambled, and the gamble was, well, depends on what you were gambling. To us, we go, all right, Pete gambled and lost, but to Pete gambled and won, man. What did Pete do? Pete sold the story. Pete made Bungie look like the next big multi-IP Activision-like studio. He sold the narrative that Destiny was, or not Destiny, that Bungie were live service experts. And to someone that was trying to invest in games as a service, that was, oh, that tickled the butthole just right. Let me put this on. All right, let me see. I'm putting on 1K right now. Everybody get your 1K, or actually get whatever you want on. Chat, what's the stat distribution we need to look for on this armor sets? I know it seems dependent, but what's a safe stat distribution to go for? Cross, what are your thoughts on Destiny Infinite being the safer choice? Go full FPS MMO, one expansion a year using Shatter Cycle, and the one that was the Winter 2026. Grenade and melee. I don't have grenade and melee. I have grenade in class. Do powerhouse? No. I got weapon grenade. Definitely not Siegebreaker. Do weapons and grenade for sure. Do super and grenade. All right, I'll do grenade super. No, we'll do this one. And then we'll just do 1K. Okay. Really not to put on a better loadout than this. I think we're gonna instantly nuke, so I think we should be okay. All right, let's go. I need to get the truth catalyst. I'll pick these up. Might pick me up. It's a bad time to be a cross enjoyer and a Destiny avoider. Stein, all you like is Lego Batman. I don't know what I can't help you, brother. It's just not me, man. It's not me. It's not my game. Can y'all put this shit in? Come on now. Get the light, motherfuckers. Let's get this shit. Ah, damn. Been here for 20 fucking minutes. Now let's go cook this shit. What in the world is happening right now? Who is in this fire? Oh, Clune's in this fire. No fucking wonder, dude. Lovely. Somebody got a master version of this? I feel like we could probably cook master. Anybody got a master checkpoint?
The nine have spoken. Their answer is complete. Then we learn nothing.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh,
Clearly,
Lord have mercy.
judgment on dark
Oh yeah, there's no master. Son of a bitch.
trust. That means in their
This
eyes,
my final message goodbye. I would rather take a ban to reduce TTS price. I lived long enough to become the villain. Sorry I have failed you all.
This guy. Burning Vikings with the 2,000 bits. Burning, what'd you do with that Crota armor? Did you ever get any Crota armor, or was it purely for necrochism that you farmed for? Because you got armor out of that. Crotch what? Necrochism, man. Guns the shit. This stuff is not wanted to update. Motherfucker. Alright, join him, clone. Quickly, quick. Squad, be faster than this. Burning Vikings! I just realized with the 5,000 beds. So, Vikings, you want me to lower the price of text to speech? I don't know. Can I just say, boys, y'all be posting up some shit in here. With text to speech. You know why we got rid of it? It wasn't just burning. It was also because people would come in here and just spam emotes, and I would be mid encounter of some fucking raid, and it would be Forrest Gump just saying the emote over and over. That's the fun part. There you go, boys. There you go. Cook it. All right, here we go. I need more. More. Oh my God, you got lights. Oh my God. New rule. I will be dark every time. I will be dark every time. All right. Wait, there's no miscommunication here. All right, let's go get it. I wanted necrochism quest started, but I did get armor, but it was good stat roll, and one of them was a tier 3. Gotcha. Viking, let me know if you need to finish that out. I have no problem going for more armor with you, or if you need to just get more necrochism quest steps done. Put text-to-speech on subs and resubs? Fuck that. Fuck that.
The enemy trembles in your wake. Your skills have not dulled since you slew the Taken King. And the Nine are as inscrutable.
Got the armor
as
system.
ever.
So good, dude.
It's plain as day. They're
All
trying to
this
tell us
health,
the light
man.
Don't make a saint, and the darkness don't make a sinner. The sinner does that. I mean, look at me. I run Gambit, but I pay my...
Oh! Savage with the 10 gifted subs. Savage, thank you so much for the 10. That was the God Roll and the auto rifle. I already have another one. Oh, good. Lieutenant Link, thank you for the 8 months as well. Chat, if you've been gifted a sub in here, please drop some love for Savage Patch right now. Dude, every video Jason Schreier makes me go, fuck me. I should have never started making a video game. Yeah, like making a video game sounds like a terrible idea. His newest video, I haven't watched it. It just literally came out an hour ago. Making indie games is like buying a lottery ticket. I don't know, boys. We like the eggplant gamble, but I'm not a big gambler. So we cooked. I don't know, Les, but if I tell you this, Les, if we fail, it's your fault. It's clearly your fault. Oh shit, I'm supposed to be dark. Just make friends swap in your sets. That is true. That is true. Can you fuckers quit making light? Ah, damn it. That was me. That was me. All right. That was my fault. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'm about to lose it. Can you guys come on, Clune? What are you doing, Clune? Get the... I swear, dude. I swear. If my... Oh, my God, dude. I'm so close to... I'm not team leader. Fuck you, Clune. Okay.
The Nine were utilizing both light and dark to fight the Guardian. Drifter, what have you done, you
Clone,
insufferable
you are
bad
doing
man?
Hey,
19,000 damage.
had a question. We all did. So we asked.
Would you like to
What
contribute?
was the answer?
Isn't it obvious? Light and dark are means to survival. It's not about saints or sinners.
The Vanguard wouldn't abide that answer.
You told him to bring whatever? I didn't tell him to bring whatever. Go quit putting words in my fucking mouth right now. You did. Show me the clip where I said, sure, bring whatever. I gotta say, guys, y'all joining up right now is really going slow. I mean, y'all, I'm like loaded in. Y'all gotta move faster. Cross, why are you farming prophecy armor? Because they say it's good. They say it's good, man. It's the servers. Is it the servers or is it... Okay, these guys are both on Steam. Never mind. Stein, you want me to quit Destiny so bad. Oh, they're all 3 life. Get it, boys. Get it. Where's our damage? Yeah, the health bar seems kind of buggy, huh?
That's some bloodlust, hero. It hit me when you were tearing that last pack of Taken apart. What the Nine are trying to say. Light, dark, it don't matter.
Light and dark are not the same.
Didn't say the same.
Desi 2 is my ex. We don't talk. Who will do the most damage? There you go. That could be an X-Plan back. Holding on to your Super Till D3. Damn right. North with the 27. Thank you, man. Connie, I wish I could share it, bud. Oh my god. What in the world? Nick with the 50 gifted subs. Nick, I'm sorry, my man. We don't have. Nick, we don't have the alerts tied to YouTube, brother. But thank you so much for that massive 50 gifted over on YouTube. For my YouTube people, can y'all please drop some love for Nick, who just gave it out. Also to the people that I'm running with, can you stop throwing? Who did it? Timeless, if you did it, I want to know. Clone, if you did it. Timeless, you get clone spot. It was clone. Sounds about right. Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, one of us fucking just... All light, all light. What the fuck? Never mind. One light, too dark. Chad, am I losing my mind? Or did that not look like all light? Was it Jane? Damn, Clune. I'm getting shit on, Clune. Hold on. It changes when they counter starts. I need that Mac guide. Mac, are we ever going to do the 5 feet raid? I'm starting to think we're never going to do it. Everyone has to go somewhere, do something. I hope so too. It's only the last raid experience we ever had or will have. Kuday's not even replying anymore. Kuday's not even replying anymore in the damn group chat. Kuday's like, played 10 years together. Peace. Destiny dead. I'm out. Motherfucker already has his day job, doesn't need us anymore.
You survived. Well done. So
I see.
You understand the
Damn.
reality.
Clone! Clone, what are you doing, Clone? Fade out, mods, fade out.
You would never have allowed this to come to pass.
Clone with a carry. He's using tractor cannon. No, he's not using blast weave. Clone's that guy who watches a YouTube video on a build and he's like, there it is. I'm going to play with that forever. Oh my God, fuck. You guys didn't join up yet. Hold on, my bad. I'm coming back. Yeah, y'all try to join up on me as we're going in. Mac, I really do hope we can get the crew together, man. I'm sad. I cannot live with the shame of knowing that 5 feet war priests beat us so bad. Honestly, if we have to replace someone, we do have some people we can replace them with, Mac. Like I know that we want to do it as a full squad, but I am okay with replacing people. And I can even type the messages up if you want. Like maybe like it's not you, it's me. We're taking the fire team in a different direction. We believe you're potentially overqualified. You know. Be honest, Les actually shows up. All right, we have 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights. Anyone in here been watching House of Dragon? That shit's getting kind of hot. I haven't watched the second episode, but I watched the first one again yesterday, and I gotta say, man, watching Rika's face at the end of episode 1 was absolute magic. She's in there watching, and I'm like, her night is about to be ruined. I'm like, she thinks she's about to go to bed after this and sleep well tonight. No. Boys, let's take a look. Clune's finally putting out right now. He put on the big damage gear. That shows absolute ass.
The 9 were utilizing both light and dark.
I think House of Dragon's really good. What the fuck's wrong with you?
What have you done, you insufferable rat?
Clune closer. You are getting closer, my man. Pretty good.
We all did. So we asked the 9.
What was the answer?
Isn't it obvious? Light and dark are means to survival. It's not about
Mods, pay it out, baby. Pay it out. Who we making rich in the stream today right now? Oh, somebody gonna be able to enter in some build battles this week. Hell yeah. Oh, y'all actually did will Clune break 25k damage? Oh my god. He got 30k. Dude, there's some insider trading happening right now. Y'all don't trust this shit. Mods here are in on it. They fucking y'all. Mods, y'all better not be. I don't play games. Okay? You join this Congress, you're gonna have to be right with the Lord. You ain't about to walk away, eggplant millionaires. Blood with the 100 gifted souls. And we wonder why we lose our voice all the time. Blood, you come in here on a Monday afternoon. You dropped the 100 gifted subs here. Chat, for the love of God, I need to see some eggplants for this man. I need you to show your love and appreciation for this man. L, thank you so much for that, brother. Thank you. Too kind, man. Absolutely too kind. Also, mods, quit fixing bets right now. Are you guys... Okay, there we go. Oh, man. Chad, we're going to Canada for the first time next week. Is there anything I need to know? Phantom with the 10 gifted subs. Phantom, thank you so much for the big 10. Chat, please drop some love and eggplants. What's the weather like in Toronto and London, Ontario this time of the year? We can probably just look it up, but the colder. This week is hot. Define hot for you guys. Like hot for me is like 90, between like 95 and 105, you know? Don't hit me with that Celsius bullshit. Don't talk to me about that. We talk in American numbers in here. Hold on, talk to me. Fahrenheit. Give me that Fahrenheit. Give it to me in Fahrenheit. I'm not doing conversions in... No, hell no. I got it. It's 100 here. Okay, you already got that? Oh, no, I get these other two. What are you doing, Timeless? Yeah. Oh my god, where'd it go? Oh my god, we're fucking throwing. $80 to $90 range. Okay, that's pretty nice. I'm sitting in Toronto right now. It's beautiful, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Man, that's nice, dude. That's nice. I will say Florida this time of the year is intolerable. It really is intolerable. The only good thing we have in Florida this time of year is it rains from this point on almost daily. And with those storms, it cools things down, but it is hot. Tell you what, I feel for my people that have to work in this heat every day. That shit's miserable. What you on in Wisconsin right now?
Trembles in your wake. Your skills have not dulled since you slew the
Damn,
taken
dude, it's not giving me any other pieces.
Nine are as
That's a good one though. Super grenade melee. I'll keep those. I'll keep both of those.
Don't make a saint, and the darkness don't make a sinner. The sinner does that. I mean, look at me. I run gambit, but
We're cooking in Florida. Yeah. I moved from Louisiana to Washington. It feels great up here. Oh, what was the damage? I didn't look. My bad, guys. 81 in Colorado right now. I'm an electrician here in Arizona. The last thing you want to be doing this time of the year is crawling around in people's attics. All right, I dread it. Cross is going to move to Bungie HQ in Bellevue. Don't believe so, guys. Don't believe so. There was a time There was a time. Damn, Dragon, damn. And the FedEx truck with air and Alabama says 104. 80% humidity. Across going to Canada, enjoy the epicness. I'm excited, man. TennoCon looks really, really dope. Excited to meet D in person. And I think it'd be a good time, dude. I think it'd be a good time. So we definitely need to play some Warframe this week. What who am I? What is happening? Son of a bitch. Join the wrong fucking people. Here in Hong Kong, it's 82 degrees Fahrenheit with 85 humidity at 1 a.m. Oh, what? That's crazy. All right, boys. Let's go. Look, I believe in y'all. I believe in y'all so much. I'm going to go make a cup of coffee.
Utilizing both light and dark to fight the Guardian. Drifter, what have you done, you insufferable rat man?
Hey, Our mutual friend had a question. We all did. So we asked the 9.
What was the answer?
Isn't it obvious? Light and dark are means to survival. It's not about saints or sinners.
The Vanguard wouldn't abide.
Good
that
stuff, guys.
answer.
They actually one phase?
Here.
Who did the most damage?
Dogma. What
Timeless.
do you think, chosen one?
Good stuff,
Come
Timeless.
back, and I'll get you paid.
I'm impressed. I honestly thought I was going to come back. How close was it, Jats? How many did he teleport all the way to the end? Or did they fuck him up before he got there? Just one TP'd? Wow. See, this proves right there that the moment your fire team thinks that you can handle things, they just sit back, they kick back, they act like they can't do no damage. You know what I'm saying? The moment they're like, oh, he's got the good shit on. I mean, I'm gonna use this cute loadout. All right, load up, boys, load up. It's salty. Oh, glazing me, man, glazing me. Yes. I keep thinking Scholasm is Clune and Clune is Scholasm. What is the relationship there? Both have equally thrown for me. Is that it? Is that the overlap here? Of course, you drinking olive oil? No. But I have heard you want to drink 2 tablespoons of olive oil every day. Anyone here do that? That's what I've heard. Yeah. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Never heard of that? Yeah. They say drink 2 tablespoons of hot olive oil every day. Just straight up raw. No, cooking with it doesn't. Actually, Les, turns out you don't want to cook with olive oil. Now look this up. Turns out you don't want to cook with olive oil. Something about when you heat things up, you heat olive oil up. Yeah. It changes it. Guys are doing so great, man. You're doing so great. Chat, everyone's in there talking shit about me. I want y'all to know something. Who carries the checkpoints? You know what I'm saying? That's 90% of the battle, you know, just the checkpoint. Actually, you are correct. You guys carry the checkpoint, but then I get the checkpoint, then I have to carry it off, right?
It hit me when you were tearing that last pack of taken apart. What the 9 are trying to
Where the hell is the...
light, dark,
Where's the class item?
don't matter.
Light and dark are not the same.
Didn't say the same, just the difference don't matter.
The Edge Runner Season 2 trailer looks dope. Say what? That dropped? Oh my God. Hold up. So wait, what happens to what happened to old girl? You know what I'm talking about? Gonna go hard. She's on the moon. I'm assuming everything's gonna lead to that, or is season 2 gonna be completely separate? Oh, it's an entirely new story. Oh, every season is a different story. Oh. Lucy's living peacefully on the moon. Leave her alone. No, I think somebody should kill her. You know what I mean? And David already met his end. Let's go ahead and just full send it. Oh, excuse me. My bad. Surely you guys have watched it. Lights. Just fighting Crota. Alright, so now it's dark. This master, there's no master version. Jeez, brother. How did you not know that? Timeless, I love how you like go over there and don't share any of your super with us. Bad structural integrity. Thank you so much for the sub, my man. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll watch it. I like Cyberpunk a lot. Getting no class item, chat. Does class item not drop from this? What's going on? GG's boys. GG's. I'm gonna go get him my hunter. GTA is better. Stein, I want you to know you're making yourself sound incredibly casual. You know what I mean? I say this with love, Stein, but it makes you sound incredibly casual. I don't know, Stein. You like Lego Batman, and your best take is GTA is better. I'm just... Seems very casual to me. I'm just throwing it out there. Fitz with the prime. Thank you so much, Fitz. No, I'm excited about... I don't know, dude. I'm excited about GTA. But can I just say... I'm kind of concerned. Because the hype is so unreal. The hype is so massive. The expectations are set so high that if it does not just meet, exceed those expectations, someone who doesn't play a lot of GTA, I think I'll be fine. I think I'm gonna have a good time. But there's a lot of people, man. People are talking about GTA 6 like it's the second coming of Christ. Why? Why do I keep joining these people? Did you see the pre-order numbers? Oh, guys, I'm sure it's going to make a lot of money. I'm sure it's going to make a lot of money. But I'm more concerned about the delivery. You know what I mean? I hope it's going to be good, man. Well, I mean, look. I think the game is going to sell incredibly well. It already has. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that the expectations are very, very high. But I'm just being honest. I played GTA a little bit back in the day, not much, but a little bit. A very small amount. But I also played Red Dead. And I guess I'm a casual here, man. I just thought Red Dead was way better. Maybe I'm just like into that. Like, maybe we just got to go back through and play GTA 5. You need to play GTA Online?
The Nine were utilizing both light and dark to fight the Guardian.
It just seems like such an aimless game, though.
What have you done, you insufferable?
Again, I'm over here judging it here. I haven't played it yet, but it just seems...
Had a question. We all did. So we asked the Nine.
I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go.
Isn't it obvious? Light and dark are means to survival.
Guys, I am not getting any class items. Can someone confirm for me right now? Are class items not dropping from the final encounter? Is it fucked up? Does it like only drop from the first encounter or some shit? Online's infested with cheaters. Online is best when played with friends. It's amazing how people just sweep over its budget when that's the number one reason why it's going to be massive. So Stein, if every game and its quality / reception was completely related to its budget, Concord would have been a massive success. I get unheard of budget. I get that. But if that's like the running thesis, Concord would have been the next Overwatch. I have not lied. Chat's saying that the class item does drop from this encounter. I agree there. I agree there. Look, guys, I hope GTA grabs me by both testicles. I really do, man. I hope it does. I hope it's as great. Look, my brother came by the house yesterday. He's saving up all his vacation time just to play GTA. Oh fuck! I fucked that up. So I completely get it. I completely get it, man. Probably there's a lot of other people as well. I'm all in on it. It's just because statistically, I think it's slated to be an industry-defining product. Stein, you also said that PlayStation stock share price will go, not PlayStation, Sony would go up 35% from today. Stein, I love you, man. But you sipping that Kool-Aid, brother. The Kool-Aid, my man. We call that in the industry exuberance, which correlates with getting fucked. It tastes good until it doesn't.
Then we learn nothing.
I wouldn't say that. Clearly, the Nine pass no judgment on dark or light, and they love passing judgment.
All right, hold on. Cross, you see the Sony Q&A that dropped today? No beef. Is it anything related to us, or are they just pretending that we don't exist, and are they just going to talk like they're reinvesting into live service games? Is that it? Is that... I'm sure my stock prediction is out there, but let's wait and see. That's based on GTA 6, Spider-Man topping the box office, Wolverine, and their new chip. But I think it'll be 10% by February, not December. Maybe, man. Maybe. Cross, it drops more often than the first encounter. All right, we need to go do the first encounter. Industry experts' predictions put them at 40% in the next 12 months. Yeah, Stein, who are the industry experts? Not that I'm an expert or anything, but like, these same experts said Bitcoin was going to 200K. How's that working? Trust me, bros. Who's saying that? I work in finance. Not a single soul's talking about Sony. Yeah, from what I see, no one's talking about Sony. But not until now, unless Sony comes out and they go, "Hey, we're in the AI business." Yeah, we love AI. Every PlayStation is going to be part of our database. Actually, our next PlayStation is just going to be one giant data center. Bitcoin's actually doing pretty good right now. Oh, is it? Did Bitcoin make a comeback for real? I don't buy. I don't have crypto, guys.
To fight the Guardian. Drifter, what have you done, you insufferable rat man?
Hey, our mutual friend had a question.
Bitcoin is down 44% for the past year.
What was the answer?
I don't know. You and I have a different interpretation of good.
It's not about saints and sinners.
The Vanguard wouldn't abide that answer.
Vanguard ain't here. I'm sick of their dogma. What do you think, Chosen One? Come on back, and I'll get you paid.
All right, we need to go do the first encounter. Someone here needs to get a checkpoint for first encounter. I'm tired of being the one trading. I gotta fucking do all this shit. Buy the dip before it rips. Hey man, I'm not gonna tell you guys how to invest. That would imply that I know how to invest. But being a bag holder sucks.
Ready to get paid, Guardian?
Prepare to expand your mind, Guardian.
Hey, at least try to make it sound fun. But I won't come back. Killing these guys.
Gene question, do you have a good amount of Sony stock?
Light and dark have met in the
Stein, you're
soul
getting
system
called
before.
out. People say they're saying that they think you're compromised.
You'll change the outcome.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Oh Lord. Am I the only one that knows about how to do this cheese? Are you guys for real? Are y'all doing legitimately? Oh my Lord. I don't have my right shit on. Yeah, I need to put on a grapple. These guys are PvP players? You think Clune and Timeless are PvP players? Where are you getting? Oh, is it because they have Flawless under their name? Oh, buddy, that's...
What is the dark, they ask? What is its nature? Why don't they ask the same of the light?
Cross, I was at the checkpoint. Clune, are you sure? I don't believe you.
Light and dark? Heaven or hell?
Do it again, Clune.
That's our question.
You see rises and going up the tube? Oh, really? That worked? Dude, don't tell me I'm gonna fucking fall. Hey, it worked! Alright, good enough. Alright, boys. Everybody wipe. Time this. Just die. Time this. Die. Just die real quick. Yep. Okay. All right. All right, I'm coming right back. There's no shot that this is faster. It's faster. Yeah, we're just getting the checkpoint. I thought we had a harder version of this dungeon at one time. We did. Ultimatum. Oh, that was right at the 9. I see. All right, somebody put it in. Put it in. The way this works, if you're trading checkpoints, someone else pops rather. Yeah, what a time, man. What a time. Now, I will say this. Right at the 9 was kind of shit. I wish it was better. But it was kind of shit. Can you only do one at a time now? Oh my god, this guy gets cool. Oh shit. First try, let's go, baby. Let's go. Not the best, but doable. Doable. I hope this armor sets find all those line weapons, grant stacks of lights. We'll go for another one. Wait, hold on. I gotta have my warlock. Was the eggplant bet if we were get a class item? Damn. You guys got fucked. You guys got messed up. Chat, I've been keeping up with a little bit of the World Cup, not much. Google says that the US has a 1% chance of winning. I don't know if they're still in it. However, I saw some guy. I don't know what his name is. Neymar? Is that his name? Neymar? I'm watching a clip. This clip pops up. And this guy's running toward the goal. And he does some weird shit with his foot. Where he it looks like he picks the ball up with his foot. It looks like instead of toes, he's got hands, and it latches onto the soccer ball, and he picks up in the air and does some sort of. It was the craziest looking thing I've ever seen. He kicks the ball like over the top of his head and just launches this bitch. And that's our competition. That's our competition. I'm like, God, dog. Jenny with the tier 3 for 19 months. Thank you, thank you. It's called a foot job cross. Is that right? Is his name Neymar? It might have been. I don't know who was Neymar's mid. Who is considered the best soccer player? Who's the Tom Brady of soccer? Ronaldo? Messi? Messi's overrated. Damn, clone, you just got shit on. This is like at level content. This is like kindergarten. You know, this is like you've never shot a gun in a first as a shooter. You can do this, you know. Oh, you already got dark? Yeah. Oh, never mind. No. I need more dark. We need to get on the same figure. You know what I'm saying? God, this guy gets cooked, brother. Absolutely cooked. I know, Diesel. We got shit on, dude. I don't know what it is. Every time I ever try to play a soccer game, I get absolutely fucked up. By the way, this week, chat, we're going to use this weapon. It has 6 aim assists. I want to use it on controller. I want to see actually how it does on controller. Oh no, it bugged. What happened? Do I have to start over? Okay, here we go. Perfect. Correct this stuff. I love that auto rifle with trickle feedback. It's amazing. There's so many great weapons, dude. That I'm gonna be honest, guys. It's gonna take us maybe a month or two to get to all of them. I still have not gotten high albedo yet. Has anyone here gotten high albedo? How good is it? It's a kinetic micro missile. Not micro missile. It's a kinetic rocket assisted sidearm. It's good. Pretty good. Jenny, thank you so much for the tier 3, by the way. Jason with the 17. Our Lexus, Fitz, Bad Structural Integrity, Katie. Much love, guys. Much love. Finger trimmers ought to be crazy. Can y'all chill? Can I? I'm grabbing door. Oh, here we go. Here we go. You already got that one. Damn, dude, that was somehow still in dark. Yeah, a lot of light. Should be plenty. Do it, baby. Do it. Chat, I promise we'll be doing more build battles this week. All right, well, we may be stuck with this. Our best one right here is super melee weapons. We'll take a look at this. We're going to find those light weapons grant a stack of a light polarity. Final blows of light weapons grant additional grenade energy. Final blows of dark kinetic weapons grant additional melee energy. Rapid final blows that alternate between light and darkness grant a short period of damage resistance. Part of me wants to do an Ergo Sum build. An old we're talking about the Wrist Runner Catalyst Ergo Sum build. Combine that with, I think, probably Getaway Artists. You get damage resist. Yeah, I'm thinking Getaway Artist build, the OG Getaway Artist build with Stacy turrets. So you're gonna still get the Stacy turrets in there. And I wonder how much it boosts the grenade stats.
Guardian down.
Yeah, I mean, I've been farming on my Titan, but I wonder if we should farm. We should have gotten it on my my Warlock here. I'm curious though. There's a lot of builds we can go with for this. And then you got the damage resist. It get rapid final blows that alternate between light and dark. Grant a short period of damage resist. Yeah. Do like Dringer Slash and Capri. Synergize that together. Cosmic, much love, D-Man. Thank you so much for the 10. Oh, conditional finality. Actually, though, conditional finality may be one of the best weapons for this type of synergy. Ooh. Could you do conditional finality, no backup plans, and this armor set? Graviton Spike, yeah, but conditional goes between solar and stasis. That sounds kind of nutty, dude. So really what we need to farm, Root of Nightmares. Everybody, do I have a team that can farm this tomorrow morning? I need a squad to farm this tomorrow morning. Root of Nightmares is going to be, it won't be the feature rate next week. And so I would like to get the catalyst for conditional. I can be on as early as 9 a.m. Eastern. But conditional does not work properly. The stasis shot counts as a light kill. Somebody look into that. If that's the case, that does fuck things up. I do need the catalyst though. It's guaranteed on master? Really? Man, we just gotta do master. Yeah, we need to fucking just do master. Loco says that's correct. Do one master run? Okay. Guys, I have to get off for the day. I know this is a very short stream from us. Y'all know I hate streaming this short. Monday's just always a really short day for us. And today I actually had to cut it even shorter than what we normally cut it. I just have some things I have to go take care of. So, your boys got some legal stuff I gotta go jump on and address before we're gone next week. I'll be back tomorrow though, and we'll start in the morning doing Root of Nightmares Master. Somebody can get a checkpoint for us. We'll open with that, and then we'll also farm out. I still want to get a prophecy set for my warlock, so we'll get that prophecy set for the warlock. I think we should be pretty good after that, and then go from there. Okay, guys. Chat, go have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, though. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.